I am telling you here that I will only come in this 7th December within the Achimansa enclave. When police tells me that they cannot, and when I come, I will not talk. I will beat you and the hell with you. I always want people to try me. So those of us seated here, any of you can try me on that day, or try any of my men on that day. When you go to the polling station, just cast your vote, go home, go and sleep. Thank you. When it is 5 p.m., come. They will tell you where to stand. They will count for you. If you win, clap, go home. Then you will not have any problem with me and then my people. We are not going to sit down for just 2 or 3 people to distort the peace that Ghana is enjoying. That is why I don't vote. I don't want to belong to anybody, but I want to beat everybody. We have a duty as religion or religious heads, as security heads, as family heads, as individuals, to protect the good things that we have as a country. And the only good thing we have as a country now is the peace that we are enjoying. Because with the peace, everything can go on. If we distort it now, nothing can go on. See, you will be hungry more than me. And it is a fact. Because when there is war, I will still feed. I will get food from everywhere because I'll come and beat you and collect your food. And I will feed. And it is a fact. I am hungry. You think if I see food with you and I have weapon, I will not kill you and take it. I will do. So it means that you will suffer more than me. And I don't want you to suffer. So I will beat the hell out of you. So please, if you want us to continue to live in peace, so that we can come around and then be talking to you and then be happy with you, then these elections, let's maintain the peace that we are enjoying. On the 7th, we'll be selecting our new leaders for the next 4 years. Let me be very honest with you that nobody thinks about it.
I was looking forward to hearing that the meeting the Ghana Police Service has been calling with stakeholders in the run-up to the 2024 elections will first of all provide an update to this country on what has happened to those who were killed in the 2020 elections. Fundamentally, that's where we must start from the police. Any other thing that seeks to pretend that the lives of the 8 people who were cut short by elements in uniform, wearing police uniforms, wearing military uniforms, some national security operatives. As a country, 4 years on, there has been no justice in this matter. I recall the Honorable Boa and I went to Shraj on this matter. We filed a petition with the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice. Shraj released a report many months after that they have a legal impediment because the police and the Attorney General claim that they are prosecuting the matter and that they are seeking to bring perpetrators to justice. It stays in their hands. This was right after the elections in 2021. We are in 2024. Nobody, not the president, the greatest beneficiary of that violent election, he has not said a word the commander-in-chief. The police hierarchy told this country right after the elections that the perpetrators of that heinous crime will be brought to justice. All of them are pretending that people were not killed. Look, if you look at the ages of the people, some of them, no relation to the election. They were far removed. Passers by. They had not even attained the voting age. Let me go through the list. In Odododiodio, young teenager Rita Otu Teki, 15 years of age, shot and killed. Bochwe Taki, 16 years, was just helping the mother hawk, shot and killed by reckless elements. Emmanuel Dompre, 36 years of age, young life snuffed out because of an election.
The teacher or the student?
Because someone wants to win political power at all costs. So they shoot and kill, and they know they will get away. And as we are speaking now, nobody has been held liable. Those who carried out these dastardly acts have not been brought to justice. In Odoko, young Abbas Ibrahim, I was at the funeral. I wept that day. He had married just a few months ago. The young widow was crying helplessly. Very handsome, fair young man, Abbas Ibrahim. I can never forget. He was shot. The many eyewitnesses. I was at the funeral. He was shot by a gentleman called Collins Kweku, alias Kola, a national security operative. We all know Kola. Everybody knows the perpetrator. Hundreds of eyewitnesses at the Odoko Collation Center. The entire national security apparatus, the Ghana Police Service, they can't find Kola, one of their own, and prosecute him and set a precedent that you cannot kill. Because in our elections, Ghana elections, as Anakomia was saying, has been very peaceful, even when we transitioned from military rule to democracy. Even though there were fears, as he narrates, those in uniform who had just transitioned did not do this. We didn't see the PNDC Rawlings era transition degenerate into this. Here we are. People who shot and killed, like Kola, are walking freely and chewing their cola. The young widow and the family members of Abbas Ibrahim don't have justice. Then we come to Techiman. Young Abdallah Ayarik, 18 years of age. He was just at the collation center. Fortunately, virtually every media house was present at that collation center. There is video footage in abundance, in preponderance. Those who recklessly targeted live bullets and killed people. I mean, it's not as though these were people who probably had gone to steal a ballot box and were running away or were trying to foment trouble. Not at all. We all saw the footage. Just shot into the crowd in Techiman. Abdallah Ayarik, Tajuddin Al-Hassan, 36 years, in Techiman. I met their family members when we presented the Shraj petition. They are unconsolable. As we speak, no justice for them. Then in Savulugu, much younger victims. Samira Zakaria, 14 years of age. Fusaini Musa, 15 years of age. These 8 Ghanaians who were shot and their family members, when would they have justice? And then now meetings are called over tea and coffee, and there's a lot of razzmatazz.
But your party was represented.
It doesn't matter who is represented. I'm saying that the only way to assure everybody that when you perpetrate violence, you will not get away with it, is to make sure that those who have committed these heinous crimes are brought to book. Why is it that as we speak, 4 years on, the perpetrators of these crimes, seen on live television, because the way elections are conducted in Ghana, everything is open. The media is present. 4 good years, nobody, not a single person, has been brought to justice. Now, Annie, tell me that going into the 2024 election, those who are planning to foment trouble and risk all of us our lives have anything to fear. Tell me that there's any disincentive. Tell me, is there any disincentive that when you perpetrate violence,
This is what you risk to face.
you will face the music? So to me, that is the fundamental issue. I'm not going to join a hypocritical bandwagon and pretend that all is well with election security. If Rita Teki, the 15-year-old who was shot, is your daughter, how will you feel? Seeing that once again, the pretense is for the cameras, that once you belong to the high and mighty, you are a national security operative. Once they have given you uniforms, we saw what happened in the Ayawaso West war gun violence. You will be shielded. You will be protected. Annie, are you aware that even beyond the 2020 election violence and killings, Ayawaso West war gun report, the Emil Short report, has not been fully implemented. We have been asking in Parliament, when will sanctions apply? When will there be compensation? So, to be very honest with you, I am totally appalled that those who must ensure that there is justice, that we do not create a climate and a culture of impunity. I am appalled that they are all silent on this matter. Right from the president, the commander-in-chief. This is not said a word. The attorney general, the police. And then we are now up for another election cycle. And we are told that there will be consequences. Who will believe that? When we look at the 2020 scenario, who believes that? Who will take those assurances seriously? Who in this country? Probably the only people who will have any fear whatsoever are those in the opposition. But if you are somebody like Kola, appointed in the Akufo-Addo National Security Center, you have no fear. You think you'll be protected. But you see, I am glad that crime has no expiry date. Crime is not like the Indian Moshosho rice that they have fed to our children. It has no expiry date. I am so glad. And I am glad that when we went to Shraj, we collated considerable evidence. The eyewitnesses are there. The video footage is available. And the media houses are still available. The news editors are around. those who corroborated our evidence are still available. Let these hoodlums not think that they will get away, no matter how long it will take. Inshallah, when President Muhammad wins the December 7, 2024 elections, they should get ready. And I assure the families of all of these young Ghanaians that they will surely have justice. Some of us who believe in justice, who believe in speaking for the vulnerable, who believe that we should not have two sets of people in this country. Those who perpetrate impunity and get away, and then those who continue to suffer in silence and have nobody to speak for them. We cannot have that jungle system. So, to me, I am not interested in any razzmatazz that papers over the real issues. If they do not bring these perpetrators to justice, if they do not show that there will be no impunity in this country, they shouldn't waste our time.
The police?
All of them. They shouldn't waste our time.